Have you ever experienced an itchy area on your body that simply refuses to resolve? Most individuals quickly write it off as just dry skin or a minor allergy. However, in certain situations, a persistent itch could be a symptom of something significantly more serious, including underlying health conditions that might impact your overall longevity. Your body possesses a unique way of sending out alerts when something is not quite right, and disregarding them could mean sacrificing precious years of your future. In today's presentation, we are revealing 5 particular itchy spots on your body that might suggest serious health risks after the age of 60. If you have been dealing with itchiness in any of these locations, it is crucial to pay very close attention. Some of these signals are easily dismissed, but they could be your body's method of warning you before a more severe issue can take hold. Stay with me until the very conclusion, because the last itchy spot is the one most frequently disregarded, and yet it may be the most hazardous of them all. Before we begin, if you haven't yet subscribed, I urge you to subscribe and activate the notification bell so you don't miss out on any videos. If you find this video beneficial, please type a Ho-won in the comments section. If you do not, please type a 0 to inform me so I can create better content for you. Now, let's get started. Itchy spot 1. The lower legs, a warning about circulation. One of the most frequent locations where seniors encounter a persistent itch is on the lower legs, and it is commonly dismissed as dry skin or an irritation from clothing or footwear. However, if the itching is recurrent, particularly around the shins or ankles, it could be a significant warning sign that your circulation is becoming weaker. As you get older, inadequate blood flow in the legs can result in dryness, thinning skin, and even nerve-related itching, indicating that your vascular system is under strain. Here is what is happening. Your legs are the most distant point from your heart, meaning blood must work harder to travel to them. If your circulation slows due to narrowed arteries, weakened veins, or suboptimal cardiovascular health, your skin receives less oxygen and fewer nutrients. This leads to chronic dryness, irritation, and sometimes even tingling or burning sensations. In more severe instances, this can be an indicator of peripheral artery disease, SPAD, a condition that dramatically elevates the risk of heart attack and stroke. Consider someone like James, 73. He observed that his shins felt itchy nearly every night, regardless of how much lotion he applied. Initially, he attributed it to aging skin. But when he brought it up with his doctor, tests showed that his circulation was indeed slowing down, which put him at risk for blood clots and serious cardiac events. By implementing changes, incorporating more movement into his day, improving his diet, and staying hydrated, his itching diminished, and his circulation improved. If you wish to test your own circulation, try this: press down on your shin with your finger for several seconds, and then release it. If the white indentation lingers for a long time before vanishing, your circulation might be compromised. Ignoring a persistent lower leg itch could mean overlooking an early warning sign of serious vascular problems. If you have noticed this, do not just assume it is dry skin. Consult with your doctor and take measures to improve your circulation before it is too late. Itchy spot 2. The upper back, a nerve damage signal. If you have ever dealt with an itchy sensation on your upper back, near the shoulder blades, that just will not cease no matter how much you scratch. This could be a symptom of nerve-related damage rather than simple skin dryness. Many people disregard persistent itching in this area as a mere annoyance. But in truth, it can be a sign of a condition known as notalgia paresthetica, which is triggered by nerve compression or damage originating in the spine. Here is the process as you age. The discs in your spine lose moisture and contract, which can lead to the compression of nerves in the upper back region. When this occurs, the affected nerves transmit abnormal signals to your brain, which are interpreted as an itchy or tingling feeling, even when there is no external stimulus. This is the reason scratching provides no relief. The issue is not on the skin's surface. It is emanating from the nerves beneath. In some scenarios, this type of nerve compression can be an early warning of spinal degeneration. If left unaddressed, this could progress to weakened mobility, pain, and even postural problems that can affect your longevity. Consider Roger, 68, who noticed a peculiar, persistent itch just below his right shoulder blade. Regardless of the amount of lotion he applied or how vigorously he scratched, the itch seemed to persist. After a visit to his doctor, he discovered that a pinched nerve in his upper spine was the culprit, and that it could have evolved into more serious spinal issue if ignored. Through targeted stretching, adopting better posture habits, and undergoing physical therapy, he was able to alleviate the itching and prevent further nerve damage. Here is something you can try. Press your fingers firmly into the itchy spot on your upper back. If it feels numb, tingly, or strangely deep rather than just a surface-level itch, it may be a nerve issue instead of a skin problem. If this kind of persistent upper back itching sounds familiar, do not ignore it. It may be a sign that your spine requires attention before it leads to mobility challenges later in life. If you are still watching this video and finding these insights valuable, please comment with the number 2 below to let me know you're here. Now, let's continue. Itchy spot 3. The palms, a silent liver warning. If you have observed a persistent itch on the palms of your hands, especially if it appears and disappears without a clear reason, this could be your liver sending you a critical warning signal. Many people assume that itching on the palms is just dry skin or an irritation from soaps, but in some cases, it may be an indication of liver dysfunction, a buildup of bile, or even an early sign of liver disease. Here is why. Your liver is tasked with filtering toxins from your blood and creating bile, a fluid that aids in fat digestion. However, if your liver is not functioning at its best, bile salts can accumulate in your bloodstream. This buildup can cause itchy, irritated skin, particularly on the palms and the soles of the feet. This type of itching is often more severe at night and does not improve with moisturizing creams, because the problem is not on the surface. It is happening internally. Take the case of Walter, 72, who started to experience random bouts of itchy palms, especially in the evenings. Initially, he thought it was just a reaction to something he had touched, but when the issue persisted, he consulted his doctor. Blood tests revealed that his liver enzymes were elevated, signaling the early stages of fatty liver disease. By making dietary adjustments, reducing processed foods, eating more leafy greens, and staying well hydrated, his symptoms improved and his liver health stabilized. Here is a simple test. Press your thumb firmly into your palm for a few seconds, then let go. If your skin remains red for longer than expected or feels unusually sensitive, it could suggest underlying liver stress. If your palms have been itching frequently, particularly without an obvious cause, pay attention to other symptoms such as fatigue, unexplained weight changes, or a yellowing of the skin or eyes. It is always better to have it checked early rather than to ignore a potential liver warning. Itchy spot 4. The scalp, a hidden sign of blood sugar imbalance. If you have noticed a persistent itch on your scalp, even in the absence of dandruff or visible irritation, this could be a sign that your blood sugar levels are out of whack. Many people do not connect scalp itching with internal health problems. But in reality, high blood sugar and insulin resistance can lead to chronic inflammation, which often manifests in the skin first. Here is what is going on. When your blood sugar remains too high for prolonged periods, it triggers low-grade inflammation throughout your entire body. This inflammation can affect nerves, weaken the immune system, and even disrupt the skin's natural barrier. This can lead to persistent scalp itching, excessive dryness, or even slow healing sores. In some instances, this could be an early indicator of pre-diabetes or type 2 diabetes, a condition that significantly affects lifespan and quality of life if left unmanaged. Consider someone like Richard, 69, who dealt with constant scalp itching that would not resolve, no matter which shampoo he tried. At first, he assumed it was just a reaction to a new product. However, after mentioning it to his doctor, he found out that his fasting blood sugar was in the pre-diabetic range. By making small lifestyle adjustments, cutting back on refined carbohydrates, taking walks after meals, and staying hydrated, his scalp irritation vanished and his blood sugar levels stabilized. Try this test. Run your fingers firmly across your scalp. If it feels unusually tender, excessively dry, or you notice random itchiness throughout the day, it might be worthwhile to get your blood sugar levels checked. If your scalp has been feeling itchy for no apparent reason, do not dismiss it. It could be a subtle sign that your body is struggling to regulate its blood sugar. Taking control of your diet, hydration, and physical activity now can prevent serious complications down the line. If you are still watching this video and finding these insights valuable, please comment with the number 4 below to let me know you're here. Now, let's continue. Itchy spot 5. The soles of your feet, a nerve damage warning. If you have ever noticed a persistent itch on the soles of your feet, particularly at night, this could be a sign of nerve damage, poor circulation, or even the initial stages of neuropathy. Many people assume that itching on the feet is caused by dry skin or an allergic reaction to socks or shoes, but in some cases, it may be a warning sign of deeper health issues. Here is what is happening. The nerves in your feet are among the most sensitive in your body, and they are often the first to be impacted by blood flow problems, diabetes, or other nerve-related conditions. When these nerves become irritated or begin to deteriorate, they can send false signals to the brain, creating a sensation of itching, tingling, or even burning. If this is left unaddressed, it can lead to numbness, reduced sensation, and an increased risk of falls or foot injuries that do not heal properly. Take Frank, 74, for example. He began noticing an itching sensation on the bottoms of his feet every evening, and no amount of lotion seemed to provide relief. Initially, he thought it was just dry skin, but when he finally mentioned it to his doctor, tests revealed Early-stage peripheral neuropathy, a condition often linked to blood sugar issues and circulation problems. By making lifestyle adjustments, walking regularly, improving his diet, and taking better care of his feet, he was able to reduce his symptoms and slow the progression of the nerve damage. Try this simple test. Take a pen cap and lightly run it along the sole of your foot. If you feel the sensation less in one foot compared to the other, or if the itchiness seems to be accompanied by tingling or burning, it could be a sign of nerve-related issues. If you have been experiencing itching on your feet, especially at night, or without an obvious cause, it is important to pay attention to other symptoms like tingling, numbness, or changes in skin color. Addressing this early can help prevent serious complications down the road. Final thoughts. Now that you are aware of the 5 specific itchy spots that could indicate potential health risks, the most crucial thing you can do is to pay close attention to what your body is communicating to you. Itchy skin might seem benign, but when it occurs in persistent, unexplained patterns, it could be your body's way of signaling deeper problems. From circulation issues to nerve damage, blood sugar imbalances, or even liver concerns. Catching these signs early can make all the difference in protecting your health and longevity. If you have experienced any of these itchy spots, take a moment to assess any other symptoms you might have noticed recently. Are you feeling more fatigued than usual? Have you observed changes in your skin, energy levels, or digestion? Sometimes, small symptoms add up to form a bigger picture, and recognizing them now can help you take action before a serious condition develops. So, which of these signs have you experienced? Have you ever had an itchy sensation that just would not go away? We would love to hear from you. So please leave a comment below and share one thing you learned today and how you plan to use it in your life. Your thoughts are important to us, so please do not hesitate to share them. Reading your comments gives us great motivation and encouragement. If you enjoyed this video and found it helpful, please like, subscribe, and share. Your support helps us continue creating good content to inform and inspire you. Thank you for watching, and we look forward to seeing you in the next video.